Lakeville, Chief Mike Myers.
All right, try it now.
Lakeville Fire, our junior firefighters, Danny Blanchard. With 8 years of service, number 32, Aaron Eicher. With 7 years of service, number 40, Dustin Nord. With 18 years of service, number 49, Eric Ekman. With 4 years of service, number 62, Corey Michalski. With 3 years of service, number 67, Corey Blanchard. With 15 years of service, number 68, Dom DeLisi.
All right, try it again. Just reset the whole thing.
16 years of service, number 78, Jesse Erda. 2 years of service in the Golden Knight, number 81, Luke Churchill. 13 years of service, number 83, Kyle Johnston.
There we go. Can you hear me? Well, I'll start.
Girls player for Fire tonight is going to be senior number 3, Valley Carlson. And our boys player, senior number 21, Brett Winus. Tonight, Lakeville Fire will be coached by Lakeville Fire Chief Mike Meyer.
All right, folks. Yeah.
Mitch Nelson. With 5 years as a CSO, number 2, Mark Cleary in the goal. 7 years of service, number 4, Joe Lindbergh. 5 years of service, number 11, Mark Hillington.
Yeah, Kellington.
21 years of service, number 16, Jim Dronin. 5 years of service, number 19, Andy Scherner. 3 years of service, number 24, Taylor Karstensen. 2 years of service, police administrative specialist, number 28, Alex Yonke. 2 years of service, number 29, Brian Smith. And 2 years of service, number 30, Spencer Engel. And 24 years of service, number 31, Jason Heidel. With 2 years of service, number 38, Justin Engel. 1 year of service, number 40, Bennett Restrand. And 1 year of service, number 43, Joe Barrett. Number 7, senior Senna Hoffman. Investigations Lieutenant Jason Jensen, Police Officer Jamal Page, and Chief Brett Paulson. All right, this time I believe if you're able, please stand. We're going to have the Emerald Society. Actually, you can sit for this part. The Emerald Society is going to come up with bagpipes and give us an amazing grace this evening on the lights. Emerald Society. Thank you, Emerald Society.
Why is this all fucked up? All right, hockey fans. Again, I'll just have to start from the beginning. I am having a rough go of it so far this evening. I did the classic mistake of trying to incorporate additional technology into the broadcast without ever actually really testing it. And it was going all right, but it couldn't hear me, so whatever. So we are here in Lakeville, Minnesota at Posse Arena to bring you the inaugural version, the inaugural event of the First Responders Faceoff between the Lakeville Police Department and the Lakeville Fire Department. So we had a bagpipes rendition of Amazing Grace, followed up by the Burnsville Color Guard joining us for the national anthem. And now I believe we will have a ceremonial first puck drop. I think luckily enough, I've gotten most of the major stuff, including the walkouts for each team, or I should say the skate ups for the blue line for each team, and all the intro stuff. Again, or maybe I haven't said it, my name is Keith Bitzenhofer. I'm elated to be here to bring you the broadcast of this game. I've been excited ever since Corey Kchelski, captain of the fire department team, invited me to do this after our Bantam season this year. Yeah, so here we go. This is Mitch Nelson. Corey Blanchard, I guess, is going to technically be the captain. Corey Koshalski and Corey Blanchard have both been a big part of getting this all together. They should turn around so I can see them, but they're not going to do that. Oh, maybe they will. All right, here we go. Whoa. So Corey Blanchard, Fire Department Captain. Mitch Nelson, Police Department Captain. The inaugural face-off, or the ceremonial face-off. There you go. I say Blanchard won that one. Blanchard has nothing short of a fantastic mustache. And Nelson goes more with the hockey hair look, primarily or probably because he can. So if I'm not mistaken, we're going to do it again. Koshalski now coming out with, is this Yankee or? And there we go. Ceremonial. And I'm going to get this right. Yeah. So that was Alex Yankee of the Lakeville PD. All right. So as we get things started, I don't know exactly what comes next. I'm going to get this part out of the way. And this is coming. I have actually practiced with them for a couple of weeks solely so that I could put some names to faces and get a little familiar with people. And it's been really fun. I could not do either of their jobs. In fact, it was Corey Koshalski who invited me to come practice. And I wouldn't even go into the fire department locker room because I felt so inadequate. I finally did recently because my son came along to play. And of course, they're very nice. But I can't do their job. They do something, both this side and this side do things that I could not do. With that said, we're not going to take this too seriously, and we are going to bust some balls. So, that's just going to happen, and it'll be okay, I promise. It will be professional, semi-professional, but we're going to have some fun because that's what we're supposed to do here. So, what it is going to be. Now, I tried to get a scoreboard on the screen, couldn't do it. So, I will keep regular updates. As well as time, tried to do it, couldn't do it. So next year will be better. I'll have some time to figure this out. Or I should say, I will take the time to realize I don't know what I didn't realize what I knew what I was doing as I tried to upgrade things. Shocker. So starting for the police department, going to rattle it off, trying in my head. Left wing will be Taylor, sorry, I screwed it up. Mitch Jensen. Center, JoJo Worden. She was very concerned. I remembered her name. Right wing will be Spencer Angle. At D, Bennett Waystrand and Jason Hayter. For the fire department, Dustin Nord at left, Blanchard at center. And off the faceoff, it's Worden into the corner. Blanchard gets it up to the point, held in. It comes off Koshalski. Church. Goalie Church literally just started playing hockey. Defensive pairing, it's Mally Carlson, a high schooler. Now it's going to be a 2-on-0 if he wants. Nord is with Blanchard. Shot saved by Cleary. Oh, open net. Oh. It sat on the stick of Nord. And I don't know what they're calling here, but the net was wide open. He misses it. Cleary hadn't gotten off across. What is going on? All right, well, they're going to bring it all the way down. I don't know what happened. Some sort of infraction, clearly. Westran and Olsen now on for Lakeville. Olsen is the police department's cheat card. He is a South varsity player. Blanchard takes the zone. Now Nord flips a shot in towards net. Cleary hits him in the chest, and he covers it up. Now, and we're going to get some funny stuff going right away. So who is that? Westran. Westran wanted to go right away. I told the fire department boy, well, I'm not going to tell you what I told him, but as much as fun as we will have watching it, they're going to take it pretty seriously. And they're certainly not going to want to, get embarrassed, basically. All right. Wines, pass. Shot's going to be Kyle Johnston sending it well over the net. In at D for Lakeville Fire Department are now Nergard and Brett Wines. Please take it into the near side corner. Johnston there for Fire, Nergard. Now Wines sends it forward for Johnston. And I believe it's Cornell. Up the near side, Carson Cornell sends it in towards the net. No one there. Now Colby Olson with a couple of stick handles, and he's got a 3-on-1. Sends it across right onto the stick of Wines. High schooler to high schooler. And now Fire are going to look to go the other way, but cannot clear the zone, and they finally do. It's going to come down into the near side, or far side corner, for PD. Sent against the boards. Olson sends it forward. Nergard that is Mariah Kellington, the second line center for Police. Now Eicher for Fire sends it forward off of the shin pad of Cornell, and he goes off for a change. PD again have it. And it's Westran again, or Westran. Now in on Church. Falls off of the stick of Westran. Far side at the point, held in by PD. Now it's sent in. It should be offsides. Zelmer will collect behind his net. Ricky Zelmer. Yeah, of course. Eicher sends it forward for Zelmer. The pass didn't come off quick enough. And if you've ever watched youth hockey, well, that happens a lot. So that's going to be an offsides against the fire department. End-to-end start here to the game. Zelmer in at center for PD. Eicher and Tanner Keith on either side of him. Koshelski off of the faceoff, dumps it in around the PD net. Zelmer's going to get there first. Zelmer's on it, sends it across, looking for Eicher. Now it's Koshelski coming in. He tries to get a pass forward. It's collected by the PD, now sent behind their own net. It's Hyder over to get it. For PD. Sent it up towards the point, and it's going to clear the point. Mally Carlson is there. Mally also a high schooler at South. Now Koshelski takes his own shot off of the shin pads of Westran. Now at the point, Mally Carlson, chance to shoot. Mally Carlson holds the puck. Mally Carlson sends it to Tanner Keith, Now forward for Zelmer. Zelmer looking for Eicher. Collected by Carlson. Shot comes in. Hits traffic in front of the net. Now Yonke tried to clear the zone. Could not do it. Zelmer, big stick move. And now it's going to be Olson who took it off of Zelmer's stick. Is going to take the fire department zone. Zelmer backhander right into the chest of, Church. And now Zelmer going the other way. Zelmer, shot, goal! Goal for the fire department. Ricky Zelmer skated end to end and fired it past Cleary. Interesting, he went glove side. That seems to be Cleary's best side. But regardless, the shot was good enough. And it's in the back of the net, And the FD school song of Free Bird is playing. And the crowd goes nuts. Well, not on this side. Oh, you can't see him as well. Over here a little bit more. But as you can see, regardless, the place is packed. Legitimate excitement in here for that goal. Olson for for the police department. Held in at the zone by Nergard. Nergard gonna win the battle towards the corner. Shot in front. Oh, and that was Zelmer again. Couldn't get anything on it. Held at the zone by Wines. Wines, good stick handling by him. Sends it to Zelmer across. Shot. Ooh, I believe that was Eicher. Missed everything. And now it's at the far side post where it is gloved by Cleary. And the whistle goes, and it will be a face-off. Just absolute crazy stuff to start here. Alderman and Wines in at D for the fire department. It's going to go between them. Mitch Nelson giving chase. Puck is forward. It's going to find Blanchard. Blanchard sends it across. Shot. Oh, Blanchard. The shot came from, Eric Ekman. But Blanchard couldn't, again, put it in the empty net. Blanchard forechecking, and now it's going to be going the other direction. Worden for the PD, sends it across, finds Nelson. Nelson with a chance in at the post, stuffed by Church, and the whistle goes, and that will be a face-off in the FP end, Lucas Churchill started playing hockey about like 2 months ago or something. I think he has joined a Hockey Finder league, but he does not have a lot of experience. But my goodness, he has come out so far just from what I've seen. The last practice I went to was on Sunday, and while he was amazing. Westrand with the shot just wide of the post now. Worden, she's going to be mad that I didn't get that. Westrand again stops it, shot in. Worden is there. Now it's cleared to the far side. Hyder, Nelson. Nelson tries to send it back to Hyder. It's collected that would have been, Cornell. Now in behind the fire department net, it's going to be Mally Carlson sends it forward. Now off of the boards goes Johnston. And PD collect in their own end. Now it's Angle at the blue line. Looks to take it through neutral. Angle sends it wide. Worden still on the ice. Tries to backhand it towards the net. Now it's picked up by Olsen. Olsen, stick handle. Olsen had a chance. He leaves it for Angle, and it's going to slide off of past his stick and go all the way down to the end of the ice. Cornell on the forecheck for the FD. See if we can get a little closer here. And now it's sent forward. Nelson again for the PD. Nelson goes wide, meets Kashelski. Kashelski wins the battle. Sends it to the near side for Eicher. Eicher looking for Cornell. It's past his stick. Now it's Olsen again for the PD. Angle doesn't know he has to get off. You're offsides, buddy. And now with the head of steam is Angle. He takes the zone, but offsides is the call. And it'll be a face-off just outside the zone. Let's see, Kushelski and I believe that's Alderman. Nope, 8. Jesse Nergard. Kushelski and Nergard. It's going to be Kellington v. Zelmer for the faceoff. Zelmer goes streaking into the PDN. Zelmer sends it back to the point, or at least tries to. Hits a couple of skates. It's dumped right back in by Nergard. Zelmer will forecheck. Olsen is there. Olsen, I think, loves playing against Zelmer because Zelmer's going to give him all he can, and Olsen's like, I'm pretty good too. Olsen now into the FD zone. Olsen, shot! Oh, saved by Church! Around to the far side corner. Kashelski will pick it up as FD look to go the other direction. Sent to the near side off the stick of Eicher onto Nergard's stick, He tries to send it out front, blocked. Now at the near side point, on a change, PD look to go the other way. It's Joe Barron. He's caught up with by Nergard. And now it's going to be Wines who collects it for FD. Eicher now down the near side, leaves it for Wines. Wines turns, looks, has Tanner Keith now shot by Eichner. Didn't quite get a whole lot on that. Eicher, I shouldn't put an N in there. Sorry, buddy. Now sent to the top of the zone, and doesn't matter whether it stayed in or not, as it is cleared by PD. Dronin is over there. I believe it's Jim Dronin. Left winger on the second line. Now it's going to be Mariah Kellington. Mariah Kellington takes it near side, sends it out front, bouncing puck in the crease. And unfortunately, Brian Smith unable to hold the zone for the PD. Now Blanchard for FD. Take the zone. Shot in the skates of the FD defender, or PD defender. Now it's Kellington go the other direction. Good back check. Brian Smith there for FD. Now Ekman forechecking. And now it's dumped into the Lakeville FD zone. Far side corner, Smith giving it everything he can. Wines comes around behind his own net, sends it forward for Ekman. Ekman, he's got some skills. Tries to find Nord, takes a deflection off a PD puck. PD stick, excuse me. Now Ekman bouncing up in between the circles. Now to Carlson. Carlson has a shot. Big deflection off a PD stick and out into the netting. And that is going to be a whistle and another faceoff. I apologize. 6:51 left in period number 1. 1-0 in favor of the Lakeville Fire Department. Alex Yonke's line in for PD. That's Brian's. Oh, they'll probably switch things up now. But it is Yonke taking the face-off. Olsen back in at D. Senna Hoffman now on. I think this might be her first action. Senna Hoffman, also a high schooler, going into the corner with Mally Carlson, another high schooler. Hoffman is very, 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 very good. And she is going to be a primary threat, I think, here for PD. And this is just me speaking out loud. I think she might start to see a little bit more ice action if the PD need goals. Sent the length of the ice, it is going to be an icing call. And it'll come back down for a face-off in the fire department end. Carson Cornell on the face-off with Senna Hoffman. Shot from angle at the point. Hits a FD player, blocked well. Now it does come in front of the FD net, but no one there for the PD. Now Hoffman in the corner. And Nergard's going to come away with it. Nergard skates past one player, but the pass forward is a little too strong. It's going to be dumped back into the FD zone. Now this time it is icing against the police department. And we're going to come all the way down into their end for another face-off. Again, it's, oh no, I think we switched here. It's probably Zelmer. Number 92, Zelmer. I don't know, he has something else on his sleeve. I think someone else does too. Now, Olsen into the... And, oh my God, Olsen put it between his legs. Tried a little... tried a really nice move there. And again, it was saved by Church. And now Hoffman takes the zone for the PD. Hoffman into a sea of red shirts. Comes back out to the point. Hoffman again cycles. Takes a shot. Big deflection off, I believe, her own player, Andy Shermer, excuse me. Now, Worden trying to find her way to the fire department net. Sent back out. Hyder, Westrand, in between the circles. Shot comes in. Church safe into the far side corner. Hoffman will collect for the PD. Hoffman goes past Koshelski. Now wraparound chance at the far post. Bouncing puck. Big scramble. And Zelmer just weaves his way between a couple of players. Nifty little stick move there. And poor Eicher got completely turned around as Zelmer fed the pass forward. So that is going to be another icing call against the fire department. 4:50 left in the first period. 1-0 still in favor of the FD. Worden in the face-off dot with Blanchard, Corey Blanchard, captain of the FD team. Sent into the corner where it is picked up by Wines. Wines Just going to drift past a couple of players, then sends it to the near side for Blanchard. Blanchard can't collect the puck cleanly and ends up tricking his own team into being offsides, unfortunately, and that'll come out of the zone for another faceoff. Again, it's Blanchard and Worden in the faceoff dot. Spencer. And off of the faceoff now, Worden with a head of steam. JoJo Worden is going to come off of her stick via Brett Wines. Brett Wines, the smooth skating high schooler. His pass forward is not handled by Nord. And now Nelson is back for the PD. And he's going to leave it for Westrand, I believe. Westrand, he makes his way through a couple of red jerseys. Now Westrand between the circle, shot straight into the chest of Church. And he is able to cover that up for the save. And we will have a face-off to the left of Lucas Churchill. Now, I feel like I've hung out with him enough. I can just call him Church because it's easier that way. But his name is Lucas Churchill. Again, 2 years of service with the fire department. More importantly, or less importantly, about 3 months of experience as a hockey player. And, well, I'm not allowed to say anything more than that at this point. I will discuss that later if necessary. Puck dumped in behind Church. Nelson is there. Angle going to give chase for the PD. Ekman head of steam. Now it's Blanchard going the other direction. He has Ekman with him. Blanchard shot. Oh, saved by Cleary. Near side corner. Nurburg tries to get it to Ekman behind the net. Now it's going to be Olsen coming away with it for the PD. Olsen leaves the puck in the zone because he had no idea it happened. Now Ekman trying to go the other direction. Callington give it chase, or Worden shot by Ekman, saved by Cleary. Player does go down. 2 players go down for the PD. One looks more worse for wear. You know what? So we'll just go away from that. And, yeah. So we do have a player down for the police department. I think he ran into the post. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and mute things here until we get this situation. And that was JoJo Worden, who unfortunately I think collided in some fashion with the post. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But regardless, if you know her at all, there's no way anyone was going to help her off the ice. So she did get up and leave the ice under her own power. And we hope that all things considered, she's okay and can continue to play, or at minimum is just okay. Senna Hoffman in the faceoff dot with Carson Cornell. Senna Hoffman, again, a senior at Lakeville South. And Senna Hoffman wins the faceoff to Nelson, and Nelson is able to get it out of the zone. Mally Carlson for Lakeville. Now Alderman loses the puck in his skates, sends it down the far side boards, icing his weight off. Hayter behind his net has Westrand and Hoffman with him. And now it's going to be Hyder who goes himself, sends it forward. Jensen cannot hold on to, Nelson, could not hold on to it. With that said, South dump it in and hit their own player as he was exiting the zone. And therefore it is an offsides. Whoa, they're going to bring it all the way down. All the way down. Even if it was intentional, and I mean, it doesn't matter, but even if it was intentional, I'm not sure why they would do that. Why it has to come all the way down, but, you know, we're not going to worry about it. Carlson against Hoffman again, now sent to the point for Olsen. Olsen across for Westrand. Westrand, goal for the PD. Off of the inside of the post and in behind Churchill. And that is goal number 1 for the PD. And the tying goal, making things 1-1 here. Good shot there from Westran, excuse me. And we could tell from the drop of the puck that he was up for the game today. So to allude what I was alluding to earlier, or to talk about it, Churchill went 14 shots on goal without giving up a goal. He was having quite the first period there. I mean, he did, he gave up a goal, whatever. So he's putting on a huge performance, but unfortunately lost the shutout with 2 minutes left in the first. Bestran with the goal from the high slot. Face-off now, it's Zelmer and Kellington. Zelmer will win it for the FD. Zelmer into the corner. Zelmer has Eicher. Eicher cannot hold on to the puck as the pass came back, and it's going to be Brett Wines who goes all the way back to get it for the fire department. Wines turns, looks, can go himself if he wants. We know he can. Little spinorama, finds Koszalski. Koszalski sends it forward for Eicher. Eicher has room, but unfortunately it's Olsen coming over, and he's going to win that puck. Sends it the length of the ice. It's going to be through a bunch of players, but icing is called, and the faceoff will come all the way down to the PD end. 1:37 remaining in period number 1. 1-1 is your score. I think I just got my first chat ever. Yeah, the goalies are both awesome. Like, unequivocally, having played against Cleary, that guy he's so good. His glove is amazing. And yeah, Church has come so far, and he's been playing so well. Ooh. Tanner Keith almost picked Nelson's pocket, or Olsen's pocket. But Olsen was eventually able to come away with it. I think it should still be offsides. Wellington has to clear. I don't think she can. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Puck up towards the PD blue line. Barron sends it across for Olsen. Olsen drifts past a couple of players, and that's going to be offsides. Callington drifted into the zone a little bit early. 47.4 seconds remaining in period number 1. Worth noting, period number 1 involves the following things. Fresh legs and adrenaline. Let's see what carries over into period number 2, and especially period number 3. Hoffman versus Blanchard on the faceoff dot. Puck is dropped, won by Blanchard. Koszalski steps up, sends it up the far side, Nergard sends it up the far side boards. Ekman giving chase. Cleary out to slap it into the corner. Ekman sends it in front. No one there for the FD. Now Senna Hoffman's going to try and go the other direction. Senna Hoffman at Nergard. Senna Hoffman looking for help. Sends it out front. Almost a chance for the PD. Now Blanchard going the other direction. 20 seconds left. Nergard going to the net. Blanchard, puck rolls off his stick. He collects it again in the near side corner. Sends it out front. Ekman was there but couldn't get a clean shot. He's staring at a bunch of blue jerseys. Now Ekman shot into traffic. Goes nowhere. Sent forward for Hoffman. Hoffman has 3 seconds. 2, 1. Shot wide of the net. Church gave us everything to try and keep that one out. But after a very, very exciting first period, end-to-end action, it is... the score remains 1-1. Goals coming in the first period from Zelmer on one end, right? And Western on the other end. All right. Well, it's going to be 15 minutes until the start of the second period. I believe the mics are going to come out. I will leave the camera on so we can watch that game, but I'm going to take a break here, and then I will be back to bring everyone the second period. Thanks for joining. Again, it's inaugural fire department versus police department hockey game. And I got to say, the way things are going right now, you have to believe that this will be an annual thing, at least in the short term, as it's you know, like I said, like you can see, the place is packed, lots of excitement. There's just a buzz in the air. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. So it's good time. All right, well, here come the mites. We'll let them entertain you for a bit, and then we'll move back to period number 2. Thank you.
All right, get yourselves ready for Chuck the Buck. I want to explain how Chuck the Buck is going to go. There are three red face-off shots in the neutral zone. And they moved out in the movement format, right in center of this. those are your winning spots. Okay? So if you are playing chocolate puck, though that's kind of where you want to aim for. That guy, Lakeville Ambassador Red Shane, is going to go and collect it. Okay? In position to check the puck, and while you do that, I'd like to introduce Ken Dennison with Lakeville Hockey Association. That's going to see a few things.
First off, I want to thank everyone for taking time out of the weekend to support a great cause. There's 3 people on both teams. I wanna mention Mitch Nelson, and you can go out to the middle, Mitch. Mitch, go out to the middle. Alex Yankee. Corey and Corey Blanchard. You guys can go out to the middle of the ice. Corey, if you can go out to the middle of the ice.
I was fortunate enough to have been in a board meeting for LHA. These guys came in and asked, can we do a hockey game? We did a hockey game. These 4 people, we couldn't have done it without them. They put a lot of time, effort, weekends, game weeks, getting this done. So I want to give a round of applause for these 4.
Big ups to Alex, Mitch, Corey, and Corey for getting this done, for sure.
I also want to give a huge thanks to RJF Construction. They are a title sponsor. This couldn't have happened without that company stepping up. They are building multiple centers for police and fire right now to make sure our community is safe. And like I said, this event couldn't have started out without them. So let's give a round of applause to RJF. On top of that title sponsor, we had many companies step up, many people of our community step up. I want to thank Leo Agency, the Paling family. I want to thank General Sports, who got all these guys here so this game could go on. Hockey Heights, Hockey IQ, who donated sticks so all our guys have sticks today. Stars in Baseball, Hockey Finder for supplying the refs, Deficit Insurance, Lakeville Arenas, Print Labs for doing all the signage for the event, Sunbelt Rentals, TPC, and all the raffle donors. At the end of the day, these men and women put on the uniform not knowing what the day is going to entail. It's a pretty unique opportunity to get them all together to have fun for a little bit. You gotta appreciate what they do on a day-to-day. So let's get a straight down and hug the applause for all the first responders. With that, we're gonna start our chocolate puck. Be careful with your pucks. The center dot is the 50-50. The neutral zone dots are other prizes. If you want the 50-50, go to the middle. If you want the gift cards and other prizes, go to the dots. Claim your prizes they're in the lobby. We're gonna claim our prizes in the lobby. So on the count of 3, we're gonna check your pucks. 1, 2, 3, check those pucks.
So unique opportunity here for Chuck-a-Puck, as there are 5 different spots you can win. The nose is not covered. Oh, wow. Ooh, that pink one. Oh, he rolled away. Oh, they're still coming. I I don't know. I think this is like Chuck-a-Puck was so successful they had to get a bunch of pigs. Is that what those are? It's like the end of the fireworks. And now let the measurements begin. Seems like that's pretty clearly the center one. Yeah. So in case you missed it, a lot of that was Kent Detlefson just talking about the sponsors.
You just won the 50-50. How many players should be disqualified?
Zellner wins the 50. What is the 50-50?
Congratulations, Ricky.
Somehow Zellner won, but there's no way he threw that puck.
Gotta pick the team in number 70. Number 70 is going to be
So in any case, they brought out Kuchelski, Blanchard, Yankee, and Nelson. Again, this started off as sort of we just want to have a game. And it just, there's no other. All right. It just snowballed from there as more and more people, and it's a testament to, yes, how dare you? They, it snowballed from there, and that sponsors got involved. People wanted to be involved, and truly a huge credit goes to per Cord Kuchelski. Kent Detlefson had a lot to do with taking this on as a member of LHA, but then really getting all of these various parties involved to sort of put it together. And so, congrats to all of them, because this has been a spectacular day, a spectacular event. Again, we don't need to beat it to death, but I can just whip my camera around. You can see they're packed in the corners over there up against the glass. There's not an empty seat in the house. Along the railings behind me, I can't quite get there. They're lined up. It looks like a high school game. I'm not going to lie, like a rivalry boys high school game. And that's a testament to both the organization and how bad people just want to come out and watch some fun hockey and support the first responders from Lakeville. So again, congrats to everyone involved. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. This is just an amazing, it's just a fun day. So a couple of notes before we get going again here for the second period. 1-1 is your score. Shots on goal, 15 for Police. Fire has 9. But again, the stat that matters is 1-1 after 1. The teams are going to switch ends, I think, right? Or maybe they're not. Oh, they're not going to switch ends. Oh, very interesting. So I wonder if they're going to cut it down to just 2 periods. I hope not. So yeah, the long change is not going to happen. They'll just stay on the same end. Let's play some hockey. And, you can tell. So there's a wide range of experience for the players on the ice. There just is. That's just true. With that said, this has been a fun hockey game to watch. It's up and down. There's been some good skating, some good team play. And you can tell how badly they want to win. Like, it's definitely, The best thing for both things is that the high schoolers aren't going crazy or aren't trying too hard. Because if they decided to try hard, I think that would take things to another level. Nord for FD, back for Blanchard. Blanchard sends it into the corner. It's going to go in behind the net. Ekman is there. Ekman unable to hold it. It's Westrand, I believe, won the puck off of Ekman, but now back into the corner. Angle is there for PD. Now shot from Blanchard. Can't make it through traffic, and going the other direction is Lakeville PD through the goal scorer, Westrand. Westrand, another shot, Church off his stick into the netting and out of play for a faceoff. Good shot there, even better save. And it'll be a faceoff to the right of, oh boy, Lucas Churchill, sorry. Sorry, to his left. All right, Connor Carlson out to play center. Bertrand in at D. I believe that's, Wines is on at D for FD as well, which means Kyle Johnson and Don DeLisi. Is that, yeah. I realized I didn't say Don DeLisi's name, I don't think, one time in the first period. I was wondering if he was playing, but he's clearly out there with Johnston and Carlson. Or Cornwell, excuse me. I just didn't see him first. All right, Alderman and, so that is Alderman and Wines back at D for the FD. Worden, Angle, and Nelson, the top line for the police department, staying in. And now trying to go the other way is Cornell. Dumped in behind the PD net. Giving chase is Cornell at a speed. Olsen is there for South. Now shot comes from the point from Alderman. Doesn't make it through. Nelson trying to break out. Now it's Wines. Wines. Shot. Had Johnson elected to shoot. Saved by Cleary. Good save by him. Alderman at the point. Sets it up. Hits a skate as it goes through. That was Engel's skate from the PD, excuse me. Puck goes around. Now it's going to be picked up by Olsen. He sends it forward for Nelson. Angle can't hold on to it. Johnston thinking shot. Took too long to think about it. Now Wines. Johnson again. Shot. And it's in the net. Oh, man. He tested Cleary's glove, which is generally a bad idea. And you saw how fast he flashed that leather. But in this case, the shot had a little bit too much on it, and it's in the back of the net. Sorry, to show the celebration. And with 3 minutes into the second period, goal number 2 scored by the fire department, and it is 2-1 in favor of LFD. That's not a fun acronym to say, so we won't ever say it again. LFD? LFD, maybe. All right, now Zelmer on with Eicher and Keith. Zelmer wins the puck far side, has Eicher, sends it across the crease. It's going to come out to the point. Nergard sends it into the corner. Zelmer is there, can't collect it. Now it's sent out. Tanner Keith is there, keeps it in, far side circle. Now Zelmer turns, wheels back, sends it to the point. It's Carlson, Mally Carlson, sends it back towards Zelmer. Zelmer tries to get it through a PD skate. Now Keith behind the net. Keith, sent it in front. Eicher couldn't get anything on it. Great positioning, but could not get his stick on it. Zelmer wins it again. Zelmer trying to skate between a couple of players. That's Kellington and Angle. They do enough. Now send it in front for Zelmer. Zelmer shot. Center mass of Cleary, and he brings that one in and holds on to it. The whistle goes, and that is going to be a face-off in the PD end. Good pressure there from the FD. Zelmer, very good on his skates, very good with his stick. Just a nuisance if you're trying to guard him. Defend him. That's what you do, defend him. Tanner Keith trying to create a lane for Zelmer. Zelmer understood what was going on, didn't get away clean. Now sent back towards the net, and it's Westrand for the PD. Sent forward for Barron. Barron tries to get it deep. Now it's going to go the other direction. Eichner is there. Zellner. His shot saved by Cleary. Oh my gosh, my letters are all over the place. Ricky Zellmer and Tanner Keith and Aaron Eicher. Anyway, whistle goes as Cleary covers the puck, and both teams will change. Senna Hoffman is out for PD, I want to say South, but she has now been moved to left wing. I believe this is Yankee at center. The draw is won by Blanchard. Koshalski from Wines sent forward. Ekman is there. Ekman takes the zone, has Hoffman to deal with, and she's able to get it out. Wines now wheels in his own zone, finds Koshalski. Koshalski again looking this time for Blanchard. Blanchard takes his own. Blanchard onto his backhand, but leaves it for Ekman. His shot is in the net. Goal number 2 of the period for the fire department and 3 of the game. And that is a 3-1 lead with 12 minutes remaining in period number 2. So Blanchard took the zone, had the puck knocked off his stick, but trailing perfectly was Ekman, and he ripped it upper right corner, and there wasn't a whole lot Cleary could do with that one, and that is 3-1 in favor of the fire department. Now Koshalski sends it forward. It's off of Blanchard's stick and falls to Olsen. Olsen, he sends it across, looking for Yankee. Yankee, it comes back to her off the boards. She tries to find the player coming into the crease or the slot. Engel now, his backhand in front of Church. Puck is loose, and eventually it's going to be Blanchard who comes away with it. They could have numbers if they go fast. Ekman skating to the near side. Ekman with Blanchard, and Ekman probably a little bit tired. Nord asking for it. Nord still asking for it. Finds Nord, shot wide of the net. Engel in the corner. Sends it forward. It's off of the stick of, that is Carstensen, Taylor Carstensen. And now it's Koshalski going the other direction. Koshalski, head of steam, takes it into the corner, past Olsen, finds Wines, shot, far side, oh. And that was Dom DeLisi on the far side, that's right. Couldn't get anything on it. Now going the other direction is the PD, and it's Yankee. Yankee takes the zone, but has the puck knocked off of her stick, and now it's going to be Cornell going the other direction. He brings it topside circle, hits a defender with the shot. It was Engel. And that's, Cornell in behind the net. Johnston shot, and it's going to be covered up by Cleary eventually. And that'll be a face-off in the PD end. So Dom DeLisi, his first chance of the game. Perfect pass from Cornell, but Dom couldn't get anything on it. PD so Lindbergh doesn't understand he has to go on the other side of the face. Oh, yes. Keep moving. Yeah, good enough. All right. Cornell in the face-off dot with Worden. JoJo Worden. She's going to want to get the PD back up here, and this is her coming down the near side. Goes wide. She is checked at the half line. No penalty called. I have to agree with the PD fans that were asking for it, as if it's not a check, it's at least interference, as the player was not playing the puck. The player was Alderman. Now, a hit from behind. Cornell sends a PD player into the boards, and maybe it was a slightly awkward fall. Oh, okay, he's going to be all right. There was a little pounding of the ice, so maybe it didn't feel so great, but it looks like he's okay. He's going to get to his feet, whoever that is. So a penalty coming against the fire department. 8:21 remaining in period number 2. Power play for the PD. And let's see if the PD make it. Oh, they're not going to do a power play. They're just doing a penalty shot. Is that right? So, yeah, there will be no power play. It's just going to be a penalty shot. Maybe this is like 3-on-3 hockey where the defenders get to chase, which would not be good for Hyder. Hopefully he just has a chance here to go himself. So the crowd shouting for Hyder. He was the one who was injured on the penalty, got himself back up, and now he's gonna go ahead and take this penalty shot. Church is like, oh my gosh, how is this happening? All right, here we go. Let's see it. Yeah, the players get to chase him. Oh my God. Here goes Hyder. Shot. Goal! On the penalty shot. Hyder puts it to the right of Church and finds the back of the net. And with 8 minutes remaining in period number 2, the PD get back on the board with goal number 2, and it's 3-2 is now your score with 8 minutes left. I think they're supposed to stop the clock. They're not. So the Cornwell penalty results in a penalty shot, which results in a goal for the PD. So back to a 1-goal game here. The fire department do have a slim 1-0 margin, but the PD will be happy to get a little bit of momentum from that. Now Zelmer to the far side, won by Olsen. Scramble at the blue line. Now Zelmer takes his own, and he has Eichner, and it's a shot, upper net, or upper inside the bar, whatever, underneath the bar, top corner. Sorry, Eichner, Zelmer was not going to be passing that puck. And the fire department responded immediately off of the stick of Zelmer. And now it is 4-2, a 2-goal lead restored for the fire department. And yeah, the police department are not going to be happy about that one. So near side off of the face-off, Eicher takes the zone, has Zelmer, puck knocked off his stick. Now wheeling towards the near side is Angle. Angle takes the zone, and it ends up on the stick of Carlson. Now Nelson shot past the net. Now back door. Oh, Nelson misses the net, or hit the net, I should say, on the outside. Now it's Olsen. Shot. Comes back out, and it's going to be Zelmer, who was trying to go. Couldn't get it past Westrand. Westrand, his shot. Oh, my God. Goal. From the point. Over the shoulder of Churchill. And just like that, PD come back with a goal of their own. Now it is 4-3 in favor, of the fire department. Westrand's second goal of the game, and that's what the kids would call a snipe right there. Ripped it from the point, up over the right shoulder of Church. Not a whole lot he could have done with that, because I think that puck had eyes. So, 1 goal, again, now separates these two teams. Mally Carlson sends it forward for Blanchard. Blanchard leaves it for Ekman. Ekman's shot hits, the shot hits traffic. Now it's Wines to the far side corner, sends it out front. Shot doesn't get through to the net. Now knocked out to the near side. Jojo Worden with Olsen. Olsen can't come away with it. Angle is there. Wines just holds it, sends it across to Blanchard. Blanchard sends it between the circles. Ekman, his shot defended well by Worden. Now shot from Blanchard, saved by Cleary. It comes out towards the blue line. Wines holds it for the FD, sends it to Carlson. It's knocked off of her stick. Now it's Nelson going the other direction. And a chance here. Wait. All right. So it did appear that Westrand held up, and that's because the whistle had gone. because it was called offsides. So while there was extreme excitement over a potential breakaway, it would not have counted as gone in. And Westran knew that the whole time. He was clearly aware that the whistle had gone. So the fire department dodged one there. Cornell back in on the faceoff with Kellington. Cornell comes away with it. Cornell goes to the far side. Cornell drew the penalty that led to goal number 2. He'll be looking to get that back, sent across. And Nearguard has to collect for the FD. Nearguard chips it into the center ice. And now DeLisi gets it forward for Cornell. Cornell's shot hits Cleary. Cornell around the net. Saved by Cleary. Oh, my goodness. And you can hear the excitement in the crowd. Cleary had him beat. Did all the hard stuff. Went to put it in the net. And somehow, or sorry, Cleary. Cornell did all the hard stuff. Had the wide open net. And somehow Cleary kept it from going in and then was able to cover it up. Something you don't see every day is the ref going over and congratulating the goalie. I think Las Vegas will have something to say about that. Hoffman now sends it to the near side. Barron takes the zone. Barron sends it into the middle. Kellington is there trying to get a stick on it. Now going the other direction, Cornell ran out of gas. Not going to collect onto that one. Dronin sends it back in. It's back across, past the stick of Barron. Engel has to hold for his team to get on sides, and he did not. Now they're all offsides. Who's going to figure it out? No one. Now it is going to come out to Zelmer. Zelmer, near side, into the near side corner. Zelmer looking out front. Nearguard was there. Defended well by Nelson. Nelson now into the... Sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Now Zelmer going the other direction. One back by Olsen. PD need to get back on sides. Puck sent across straight onto the stick of Eicher. And now he sends it in deep. Far side corner. Olsen will get there first. Zelmer is there. And while Zelmer and Olsen are of, let's say, similar skill, you can see there. Oh, Olsen. Oh my gosh, saved by Church. That play right there illustrates what the difference between playing hockey all the time and not playing hockey all the time does for you as far as shape goes. Because Zelmer was clearly more tired. Shot, point blank. Oh, there we go. JoJo Worden on the rebound. Knocks it over the shoulder of Churchill. And we have a tie hockey game here with 1 minute left in the second period. JoJo Worden will be absolutely ecstatic to get that goal. A fierce competitor out there. Right place, right time, and then had the finish, which is not always, as we've seen tonight, the easiest thing to do. And so, SD had two goal leads in this period, up 3-1 and 4-2. But as we near the end of the second period, things are back to square. Shot, goal! Ekman! Oh, what is going on? Oh my gosh. Every time PD get back into this thing, they have a lapse at the other end and give up a goal. So that is how period number 2 is going to end. A flurry of activity in that period. 1-1 was the score at the end of the first. 5-4 in favor of the FD now after 2. That's a 4-3 period right there. So the players will head back to the locker room after the second, and they're going to resurface, and they'll be back out for the third. I'll go ahead and leave the camera open, but again, I'm going to just set the earphones down, go take a break, and make sure I'm not coughing in your ear the rest of the third period. Again, thanks for joining us here. We will be back for the third period after 2. Again, 5 for the fire department, 4 for the police department, and what is sure to be an exciting third period. Thank you very much. Dog-a-lazy. Oh, what'd you put in?
So I was gonna put it for Natalie's stick, but she had more breath sticks in there than Kayleen's stick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she have a lot?
Yeah.
'Cause I only saw one in it.
Oh no. There was probably about 20 minutes. But I just went to the library with Bobby, talked to the Beth Ness, talked to Emmy, and Ella Aurora, Dina, and Molly. And Ella Aurora goes like this, Molly goes like this. So they all know. Yeah. Whatever. Did you see her too? Did you say hi to any of them? Did they see you? You're sitting right down again. Am I still there to hear?
I can't hear.
Like all four.
Sometimes I think about getting a Wubba Nub for myself.
What?
Sometimes I think about getting a Wubba Nub for myself because I miss them. So.
It's all perfect.
What? Listen to the rap. You want to go down there? It's just- All right, welcome back, hockey fans. Third period coming up. Lakeville Police versus Lakeville Fire. Again, crazy end of the second period, excuse me. Fire going back on top in the last basically seconds of the period. 5-4 is your score headed into the third in favor of the fire department. Plenty of noise being made as we get things started. We'll see how the players do. Nord, near side, shot, goes wide. Yeah, just put it under the, across in the crease. Nord is there. It's going to be Blanchard who comes away with it. Finds Koszelski at the point. He tries to find Ekman on the back door. Ekman now controls in the corner, sends it to the point. And it's Wines who goes wide, wheels back towards the blue line. Koszelski in towards the crease, and it's going to be Worden who comes away with it. Worden with a goal in the second period. Sends it to the near side, and that's going to be offsides if it is collected. It is not. And now going the other direction is Blanchard. Blanchard near side, taken down by Worden. No penalty. Chipped up towards Angle. And now it's going to go back to Koszelski. Koszelski looking forward. Sends it up towards Blanchard. Hits a PD stick. Now it's Olsen into the FD zone. Puck comes off his stick. Good defending. Now Wines tries to go the other way. Loses it at the point. Worden is there. She sends it down into the corner for Angle. Angle can't hold on to it. Wines goes over and collects for the FD. Now sent forward for Johnston. Johnston looking for DeLisi. Johnston still just trying to clear the zone. Now he does so. Worden spins, sends it back into the zone, but Angle still coming out. And that means that no forecheck could be applied. Now Wines takes the PD zone. Wines now, far side. Point now, Wines spins, sends it to the near side boards. Near guard, his shot through the crease. I think Cleary got a piece of that. Angle now whips it around behind his own net, comes out towards the point, and it's going to be Kellington on the ice. Now it's Senna Hoffman. Senna Hoffman building up ahead of steam. Senna Hoffman, dangerous player. Senna Hoffman sends it, tries to send it in towards the fire department. That hits a fire department defender. Now going the other direction is DeLisi. Puck rolls off his stick, and he's going to go under the boards hard. But he'll wear that one, no problem. And it's going to be a face-off. Isn't that dumb? I think he's refusing to come off. He's like, that, not like that. So good job, DeLisi. Stays in. You know, I just realized maybe the extra number on the fire department for you. Oh my gosh, they're going to call a penalty on that. I did not realize this was happening. Dom DeLisi, Greasy DeLisi, as he self-refers to himself, is going to have a penalty shot here for the fire department. And here he goes. Dom DeLisi, only the keeper to beat. DeLisi shot. Saved by Cleary. And that's just live, I guess. Puck is in play. DeLisi inside the blue line. Now it's going to fall to Eicher. Eicher, good stick work shot. And now Zelmer, shot, backhanded, scramble in front of the net. Clear covers out, and it is going to be a face-off. Koszelski and Carlson out at D for the fire department. Zelmer, Eicher, and Keith on at forward. Angle takes the neutral zone for the PD. And Worden now trying to force it into the Lakeville zone, or everyone's Lakeville, into the fire department zone. Keith does well to smack it off of a PD stick. Keith going down the far side, trying to get past his defender. Weren't Worden, she holds up well, tries to take the FD zone, excuse me. Things are going crazy. Angle, top of the circles, couldn't hold on to the puck, and now Zelmer is going to come the other direction. Zelmer takes it between the circles. His shot, stick saved by Cleary, out of bounds, over the glass, and that'll be a face-off in the Lakeville PD zone. Zelmer in for the face-off against Worden. Nelson comes away with it, but puck knocked off his stick. Olsen will collect. Olsen sends it back for Westrand. The pass forward deflected off of Worden's stick, so there is no icing. Now Worden in the corner, looking for an option, tries to send it back to the point, comes off of the stick. Carsonson. Now Zelmer with a chance. Zelmer shot, near side miss. Zelmer collects the rebound, far side corner. Now Ekman off the bench, collects in the near side corner. Shot in front, scramble, pounding the puck. I'm not sure who that was. That was Eicher, yeah. And now it's flipped out into neutral ice. Carlson giving chase with Nelson on her back. Carlson behind the net. Mally Carlson sends it forward. It's in the skates of Beltran. He had no idea. Blanchard, Jesus. And now it's Nord for the FD. His shot into the goalie, Cleary, and saved. Held on to, and that'll be a face-off. So, 12 minutes remaining in the third period. 4-5 in favor of the fire department. Shots on goal have evened out. 22 for the police department and 27 for the fire department. Both goalies playing extremely well, doing exactly what they have to. None of the goals you could even really call their fault. Now, shot from the point is deflected by Worden. She didn't know she got the pass back. Wine sends it to the blue line. Ekman sends it in behind Olsen. Olsen, I think, is going to get there first. He does. And now he wheels, tries to send it up the boards for Andy Shermer. Now far side corner. Blanchard is there, out to the point. Back to Blanchard from Wines. Blanchard sends it looking for Wines. And now it's Smith, Brian Smith. He can't catch up with it. Blanchard gets it over to Nearguard. Now sent forward for Wines turns, sends it forward into the path of Blanchard. He's unable to hold on to it. Now Wines in the corner. Brings it back to the point. He has Nord and Nearguard both basically on top of him. Now sent in towards the corner. Shot comes from Nearguard. Out of bounds into the netting. And that is going to be a face-off, and both sides are going to go ahead and change. 10 minutes left, 10:30. Fire Department 5, Police Department 4. Real barn burner here. Again, it was tied up by the PD right at the end of the second period, and then immediately they gave up the go-ahead goal again. Off the face-off, it's Alderman at the point, sends it across for Carlson. Carlson's shot, through the crease. Rebounds out to Alderman at the point. He sends a shot in, deflected by Cornell, but not on net. Now Cornell goes into the corner where Westrand. Westrand is not going to take kindly to that. And now he's going to look to go the other direction. Head of steam running at Carlson. Now sends it forward to Kellington. Kellington near side boards. I believe there's Alderman tried to get it out. Now it's Engel against Cornell. Cornell into the corner. Now Engel's going to win it for the PD. Sent in front. They did have a player there, Dronin, but he was unable to get a stick on it. Now Westrand turns, and he takes the zone right at Carlson. Carlson pushes him wide. Now shot. Woo! Westrand Church holds onto it. That was... Westrand is sitting on a hat trick. He's going to want to get that third goal, not only because it's a hat trick, because it would mean it was the tying goal at this point. Faceoff will come to the right of Church. So after a flurry of goals in the second period, we have not had any in the third. 5-4 still in favor of the fire department. Third period, 8:47 remaining. Carlson takes the puck off the draw, sends it to the near side. Chipped forward. Zelmer is there. Zelmer at the blue line. Ooh, Olsen with a neat little move around him. Now Olsen goes through the legs of his defenders, but no one there on his on the second pass. Alderman goes off the ice after knocking it into the PD end. Olsen on this near side. He does receive the pass, sends it back across. Now headman pass, looking for Worden. Jojo Worden takes the zone, working against Carlson. Carlson angles her out into the corner, sent across the crease. No one there for the PD. Now follow-up shot. Worden is still there. Kushelski's there. Kushelski. Olsen keeps it in. And now going the other direction is Tanner Keith. Tanner Keith goes wide. Hyder is defending him. Now Tanner Keith wheels it back, gives it to Kushelski. Kushelski loses it at the point, but does enough to keep Nelson from going the other direction. And now spinning is, I believe that's Zelmer's shot. It's at the feet of the FD players. That should have been Eicher. He's trying to just get something on it. Unable to do so. And the Zelmer line will head off. And it will be a face-off to the right of Cleary of the PD. 5-4 is your score again in favor of the fire department. 7:15 remaining in period number 3. Again, this is the inaugural game. I'm almost certain they've done enough to warrant doing it again next year. Ekman in for Blanchard. Nord is there on the rebound. Senna Hoffman gets it out to the point. Blanchard is back. He rims it around on his backhand. It takes a funny bounce, ends up headed toward the PD goal. And now Engel's going to look to clear for the PD. Now into the FD zone, and it's Westran. Westran, oh, he's gonna feel that one. He had a little bit of room. He's good with his stick. He could have probably either found a teammate or at least beat a player or two, and instead it was offsides. Hoffman and Westran on for D. Engel, Nelson, and Worden on at forward for the PD. The Blanchard line on for the FD with Wines and Nearguard at D. Now, funny bounce onto the stick of Ekman. Nord is there. Ooh, has his pocket picked by Worden. But following up was Blanchard. Now it's Wines. Wines stick handles towards the net, wheels back. Has Nearguard at the point if he wants him. Now Ekman trying to find Wines, and now going the other direction is going to be Worden if she can get there first. But Wines is back along with Nearguard. Good defending from them. Worden pushed off the puck by Nearguard. And now Ekman has Blanchard going toward the goal. Ekman between the circle shot, misses everything. Hoffman comes out to the near side, trying to poke it forward. Hoffman looking at this point for any opportunity to go the other direction, get going downhill. Now Ekman to Blanchard. Blanchard with Nord and Ekman. Shot, saved by Cleary. Far side corner, takes several funny bounces. Worden in a foot race with Wines, and she, unfortunately for her, loses that foot race. Wines now just controls things, slows things down in his own end. Forward for Cornell. Cornell can't quite stop with Hoffman on him, and now it's Dronin trying to take the Lakeville Fire Department zone. We got 5 minutes left. Chance out in front. Cornell, good defending. And now Alderman going the other direction for the FD. Alderman, his shot saved by Cleary, knocked into the far side corner by Engel. And that's Nearguard still on the ice. Couldn't get anything on it. Now Dom DeLisi defending against Dronin. Gets it out to Barron on the near side. Johnston back to defend for the FD. Off the top of the booth glass. Doesn't go out of bounds. Engel now sends it up. One back by Zelmer. He just yoinks that one now. Zelmer, shot. Oh! I don't think he missed everything again. Now Barron trying to clear his own zone. Sends it in for Carstensen. Carstensen is going to hold on to it. Now it's going to be Olsen. Carstensen, one-time shot. Doesn't get a whole lot on that. scramble out in front, and it's Zelmer who comes the other way. Olsen is going to come back, and he wins it off of Zelmer, or at least puts him off the puck. Now near side, it's going to be Barron. Barron has Nelson in front of him. Nelson has Carstensen out front. Nelson lining up a shot. Koszelski has to step up, does well to poke it off of Nelson's stick, and now Olsen wheels in the neutral zone, goes to the far side, up the far side, still on Olsen's stick. Stick handle, his shot, saved by Church, and the net is off the moorings. And Olsen, he's going to want to have that one back. Tried to go upper corner inside, or up over the shoulder, right shoulder of Church. Church did just enough to keep that out, and in process, hit the net, which came off of the pegs. And we will have a face-off. 3 minutes remaining in the third period. PD working hard here, trying to find that tying goal. Tellington, Worden, and Nelson on. Olsen, and I believe it's Angle on, or Hyder is on at D4, the PD. Now Ekman knocks it in behind Beltran. Shot. Blanchard gets another. Come on, man. Blanchard had a shot miss. Now Nelson going the other direction, working against Koszelski and Carlson. Now Nelson brings it down. Nelson in between the circles, comes out to Olsen. Olsen fires a shot. Oh! Worden was there, couldn't get anything on it, or at least couldn't put it on the net. Saved by Church. Now it comes back out. Hyder knocks the stick out of Ekman's hand. Shot. Oh, Olsen. Nelson, excuse me. Wide open. Church makes the save. Ekman sends it across the neutral zone, and it's going to be Blanchard who's there. Blanchard working against Olsen. Blanchard has to hold it up. Koszelski coming in to help. Church standing on his head in the third period here, keeping the FD off of it. And that is Westrand, who these last 2 minutes might get a little touchy, as neither team wanted to lose to each other. And now going the other direction is Olsen, but Wines is on. And Wines takes it to the near side. And Wines now holds in his own zone. We have a minute and a half left. PD's still looking for the tying goal. Wines into the zone. Wines with Eicher. Sends it to Eicher. Eicher on his backhand falls. Now it's Westrand going the other direction. He's got Nearguard, but Wines is going to catch up. Nearguard holds him up, puts him on the ice. And that was probably a penalty. I can't believe they didn't call that. Why not? Give the penalty shot. Now Andy Shermer, in at the far side point, and he goes down, and Senna Hoffman will have to collect the puck. Senna Hoffman wheels in her own zone. Now Senna Hoffman with a head of steam. Hoffman shot. Fans on it, but it goes wide of the net. Wines now in behind his own net. 37 seconds left. Shot. Oh, it's in! And I think that was either Hines or Nearguard. Sent the length of the ice. Empty net. As PD were looking to take one back. And that will be what has to be the game-clinching goal. 6-4 in favor of the fire department with 30 seconds left in the third period. FD fans excited. PD fans less excited. And Blanchard back on at center. Nearguard will collect. Nearguard winds around behind his own net. Knocked it forward. Cleary is back in the net. Nelson now has a shot near side. Blanchard there. And now it's going to be Keith. He's trying to clear the zone. And he does manage to do so. Olsen gets it in, but it's going to be offsides. Oh, and they stopped the clock. 2 seconds remaining as the whistle went. Clock was stopped. They're going to have the face-off, which is all procedural at this point. 6-4 in favor of the fire department, and that is how things are going to end here this evening. With the puck drop And there goes the horn. And in the inaugural playing of the First Responders Faceoff in Lakeville, Minnesota, here at Hossie Arena, the fire department are going to come away victorious with a 6-4 win. The sixth goal, of course, being the empty netter that sealed it. And we will have the customary handshake line. Everyone is still going to be friends. The rivalry will only grow. And you got to believe next year they're going to be coming back out. And with the CD wanting to get one back on the board. Great job by everyone involved. Again, I'm just so happy that I got to be a part of it. Loved the game was great. Lots of excitement. Drummed up, I'm sure, tons of money for the various charities. And yeah, like just a great experience all around. Again, my name is Keith Bissenhopper. Thank you for joining. Thanks for watching. We had a good crowd out here. The energy has been great. So much positivity. Great day for the community. And yeah, congrats. Thank you again to our first responders. Great game. Everyone played their hearts out. The goalies did amazing. I just can't say enough. So with that said, we are going to sign off. Thank you again for joining. Very much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the game, and we'll